right now, Kyle and Zach will show you.
Okay, so you're going to, you don't have to do it quite yet, but just kind of keep an eye on what I'm doing here. So these are going to go between your legs. Don't worry, they're pretty comfortable. Try it out right there's more. You're going to pinch it just right there in the middle. And then you're going to let your legs come up. The whole point of this exercise, when you're stationary up against the wall, the whole point of this exercise is to make sure that you're focusing on your arms and to take the legs out of the equation. So it might feel a little bit awkward, but it's really going to help your form. Remember what we talked about with the movement of the elbow? Actually, I want to mention that real quick before I demonstrate. You want to imagine like there's a string attached to your elbow, or like you're making a shark fin kind of coming out of the water. Your arm's not going to come back. It's going to come to midway. It's going to come up like someone's got a string attached to your arms, pulling it up. And then you're going to do what Kyle was talking about. You're going to go spear fishing with your hand. So there's a fish right out in front of you at your arm's reach, about 2 or 3 inches below the water. You're going to come up with someone pulling on your elbow and make it a shark fin, and then spear that fish underneath. Rotate your body, do the same. So really focus solely on your arms on this one. Don't even pay attention to your legs, and then we'll work on breathing afterwards. So it should look a little something like this. It'll be easier when you incorporate it into a movement. So if you guys want to put the floating between your legs.
If you guys aren't comfortable not breathing at the start, you guys can, because all you're focusing on is just the arms out of the water, coming out of the water and into the water. You're not focusing on any of the pull or stroke yet. So if you guys just want to feel comfortable having your arm at the side, you can even break it down to a slower motion and just working on pulling up and then stabbing. And then when you're going to stab, you can work on rotating that head with the arm.
That's exactly right. That's a good point. Thanks, Tom.
Alright. So if you guys want to go ahead and start, if you guys feel a little bit different, you guys can go on this side.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, just focus on your arms. Yeah, it's a little awkward. We're gonna move it, but oh, baby. Well, here, we can slide down a little bit. Here, maybe we can slide down a little bit. You stay right there. Perfect. Anna, you're perfect right there. You can move a little bit left. And then Andrea, you can move a little bit left. Turn over. I'm really trying to get the point of this exercise. So we can do it next time. Excellent. I really like what you guys are doing out here. Jocelyn, you're doing great. Good arm rotation. Great. Well done, bud. You want the, yeah. Well, that's not so bad. You want to get used to rotation. Just think Michael Phelps.
Try to go like so when you go through this, try to rotate your body.
Okay, then how are we doing with the arms? Good. You're bringing your elbow up and spear fishing underneath. We're going to introduce more of a pull once we get going, but for right now it's really here, underneath, back, here, and here.
Are you pulling back just straight, or are you like trying to?
We're going to incorporate more about that, about how to pull back. And maybe you just want to get your arm on your side here, make that shark fin, use it, bring it up, and then go spear fishing underneath. It's all about slicing the water. But Kyle will introduce you guys here shortly when we go into dynamic movement. And as I mentioned in the video, how you're going to rotate that arm when you're pull through it.
One of the things I always thought about like the front crawl was when you come to this, you always like full extension of the arm back here, but when I was watching the videos, it's actually they come up through here and they actually eliminate the excessive movement here just so they can get faster back to this point. So we're going to go through it a little bit more. If you want to incorporate just the breathing, if you're just doing it with your head down the whole time, try to get into a rhythmic motion of just how, so when you incorporate the legs later, of how you'll be able to do it just rhythmically and then get the timing down, maybe time 6 count, and with one more time here, just a couple more cycles here.
Yeah, exactly. Just focus on your arms because after this we're going to incorporate it into motion. So you want to make sure you have good form on it. You guys are doing really well over there. There you go. Yeah, look at the blue works better than purple. Really well done, man. Oh my god. You feel the floor? You guys both feel the floor? No, you guys are really great. It's all right there. I think it's black.
That's a freestyle. Coming over here. Everybody have a good idea?
Anybody have any questions on that part?
Yeah, any questions on the form? I know all of you guys have been really well, so I know really like Blake, Jack, everyone you guys have good rotation of your arm. Really, really appreciate that.
Now we're going to move into the arm stroke with dynamic. And what that means is you're going to have the floaty in between your legs, and instead of going against the wall, you're actually going to be swimming because we're at the halfway point of the pool. So we're going to go one at a time. But first, we're going to let Kyle demonstrate.
Fit between you guys here? That's
If you're having a problem with your legs staying afloat, you can just use the technique Blake used, and he just used 2 of the floaties.
There's other floaties flying around here.
Other floaties, just let me know, and I'll grab them.
All right, so what you guys can do, you can hold on to the back if you want when you're more comfortable going into it, or your legs will just naturally go up into the floating position. And then if you want to explain it.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to incorporate exactly what we were doing earlier, but we're moving it into motion. You'll see that he's not using his feet at all, and he's really using that shark fin or that rotation, and then the pull through the water. At this point, really, when you're bringing your arms through, you're gonna watch your wrist flexion, your elbow flexion, and you're gonna bring it just sort of about to your waistline or so. Lift it up and then come back.
So when after you spear the fish, they're explaining setting the elbow. So you don't want the elbow to drop below, like after you spear. You want the elbow to actually come to this position. And when you're pulling through, you aren't just pulling through with your hand. So your wrist needs to be flexed at about 30 degrees, they said. So when you come through, you flex the wrist, and when you're pulling through, actually with your lat, so you're pulling through with your whole arm like this. So when I was watching the video, I never imagined it like that before, but you're actually coming close to your body and you're actually pulling with your whole arm like that instead of it actually straight. So you're trying to increase the surface area that you're pulling against the water. So in this motion, you're using your whole forearm and your whole hand coming through, and you're bringing your thumb to your hip. So when you're coming through, you guys can go ahead and practice that right now. Just standing.